Hello, everyone. My name is Carla Valley, and I am a childhood cancer survivor. As Clint stated, I was diagnosed with acute lymphocytic leukemia at 5 years old. My parents found out about Camp Sunshine through one of the nurses at Children's Memorial Hospital here in Savannah. I first attended camp when I was 7 years old, but believe it or not, I didn't want to be separated from my parents. I was so afraid of staying away from home, I couldn't fathom the idea of doing it for 6 whole days. While I was crying my eyes out, I remembered the director of the camp, Sally Hale, comforting me and telling me I was going to have a great time at camp. She was correct. I also ended up crying my eyes out on the last day of camp because I didn't want to leave. It is such an honor to be able to tell you all about my journey. So now I want to go ahead and talk about a few of the many benefits of attending summer camp from my personal experience. As a counselor now, I can observe these benefits and see that they continue to this day. One of the benefits that I would like to highlight about Camp Sunshine is that it is a confidence booster. There are several activities at camp to include zip lining, horseback riding, wall climbing, paddleboarding, and my personal favorite, cooking. When you first arrive at camp, one of the first questions that your counselor may ask you is, what is your goal for the week? This goal can be mental or physical. Regardless of what the goal may be, your counselors will work hard to ensure that you get the chance to accomplish it. My goal for the first year of camp was to make new friends. I was an extremely shy child and wasn't quite sure on how to make new friends. I ended up making several new friends that first year of camp, and after that, I felt my confidence soar. I didn't have a care in the world, which leads me to my next benefit. Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. Not only is your confidence built up at camp, but you don't have to worry about feeling different from anyone because everyone there has had cancer. My make-a-wish was to go to Walt Disney World, and it was on that trip that I realized that I was different from most young girls. I had little to no hair on my head, so I wore a pink hat to hide my hairless head. My dad chose the pink hat because he was getting frustrated with people thinking that I was a little boy. During my first year of camp, my hair had grown enough to where I wasn't self-conscious anymore. But the fact that most of the other campers lost their hair too made me feel okay about it. It felt good to just be a kid and enjoy summer camp. And this next benefit is one of my favorite. At Camp Sunshine, I built lifelong friendships. While at camp, you will build friendships that will last a lifetime. To this day, I keep in touch with 3 former cabin mates. 2 of them were at my wedding this past June. How wonderful it is to have such a strong bond, and I can thank Camp Sunshine for that. It is comforting to know you are not alone in this journey and that you have friends you can lean on who understand what you have been through. Some of the values that I learned while at camp were strength, compassion, determination, and faith. Right before I graduated high school, I decided to apply for an Army ROTC scholarship. Now, my dad, who was a recruiter in the Army, wasn't sure if I could join the Army because of my previous cancer diagnosis. I had to visit several oncologists, and none of them were willing to sign the waiver for me to join the Army. But I kept my faith and just knew it was going to work out according to God's will. I am blessed to say that I received a letter from my original oncologist, who was overseas at the time, and I was able to receive the waiver and the scholarship. Fast forward to April of this year, I was accepted into the Army Baylor Graduate Program in Nutrition, but initially I was hesitant on applying to the program. I had to think long and hard on why I was feeling so insecure, and then I thought back to my childhood in Camp Sunshine, and I said, I have what it takes to compete for this program. Because of my experience with cancer, I know that life will bring various challenges which may seem impossible at first. But because of the support that I received while at camp and during treatment, I now know that I can do anything, and I want to take advantage of every opportunity that I can. I would be remiss if I didn't mention my friends who had passed away because of this horrible disease. Just need a minute. But I want to say that again because I think they're worth saying that. I would be remiss if I didn't mention my friends who have passed away because of this horrible disease. I think of them often and keep them close in my heart. Occasionally, I like to run races. In every race that I run, I think of them, and it pushes me to finish strong. Cancer tried to tear me down, but Camp Sunshine built me back up and gave me the courage and confidence that I now have as an adult. I will never forget what one of my counselors told me at my first year of camp. She said, "Never change who you are and keep smiling." Nearly 20 years later, I am now a counselor and absolutely enjoy giving back what was given to me while I was a camper. I hope that you all have enjoyed listening to my story. And thank you so much for this opportunity to speak about the benefits of Camp Sunshine.
And Carla, I know that your husband Jared is here, and on behalf of KOA and behalf of all the families at care camps, thank you both for serving in the United States Army. Thank you both for your service. And to your dad, who? Your dad was also there. Curtis, thank you so very much, sir.